Hey everyone, Tomer here and welcome to the Finding Your Superstar video. In this video we're going to talk about hiring a superstar. Let's talk about the reasons why do we want a superstar. Now first of all, hiring someone that is unqualified takes a lot of time and energy. So you want to reduce that. You don't want to waste all of your time on someone that is not going to give you good enough results. It's hard to fire people, so you might as well just hire the superstars. You need to start pruning the people that are going to be really bad, so you don't need to fire them afterward. Now, bad employees can drag you down. Superstars will lift you up, so you really want to focus on a superstar. Another fact is that A players always bring another A players. B and C players bring more C and B players, which means if now you're gonna hire someone that is a superstar and is gonna rock your business and gonna make your business really successful, then when time comes and your business grows, A player, your superstar, will bring you another A player, because usually A players hang out with another A players, and B and C players usually just hang out with B and C players. So you really need to find that initial superstars in your business and start really nurturing them and teaching them everything you can. And you really need to work on that relationship, because once you find a superstar, your business can just grow exponentially. Now let's talk a little bit about what are the qualities of a superstar. First of all, it's good communication, which means whenever he talks to you or send you an email, you know what he's talking about, you know what he means. When you say something, you don't just say yes sir and not do it. You really know what he's saying to you yes sir for, because most often than not, I hire people before and then they would tell me, yes, I understand this, sir, yeah, I understand. And after that, I would ask them, okay, so what happened? How is your progress? What did you do? And they would tell me, oh, I didn't understand your question quite well. So that's bad communication. When someone tells you, yes, sir, and then in the end, not fulfilling what he said that he will. And you thought that he is actually in a good communication with you, but he is not. So that's one point. Another point is creativity. So right now I've hired this really awesome designer. Whenever I give him some client's thought and what a client wanted, he just knows exactly what the client needs and does that. So I don't need to be creative on the design side anymore, because until now I used to give all the orders. Right now I've found someone who's finally creative, so I can count on him. And that's another trait of a superstar, being responsible. So let me tell you a story about one of my best superstar actually. Before, what happened was that I had 100 mini sites. Those websites were giving me a little bit of money, each one of them, each month, and they were all a network of sites. And my employee had a brownout on that day. Brownout simply means in the Philippines that they just don't have electricity, don't have power, and they are disconnected from the grid. So maybe they don't have internet or something like that. So her small town didn't have internet or any electricity. So what she did, she traveled 40 minutes by bus, and she just went to the nearest town, the nearest biggest town, and went on to work on an internet cafe. Because so it be, I gave her a laptop, because I knew how good she is and how fast it would make her work if she had her own laptop, and how good and grateful she would feel if I really would buy her a laptop. So I got her a laptop, obviously. And then she walked from that coffee shop, really did many tasks that day, and in the end of the day, she read an article, and the article said that it's not safe to be on a Wi-Fi of a coffee shop, because maybe someone could hack your accounts and logins. So what she ended up doing, she went back home, and at home she changed all the passwords, and she sent me an email. Hey Tomer, actually I changed all the passwords of our websites because I logged into them and I'm feeling insecure and maybe someone could steal our passwords, so I just changed all the passwords and this is the new passwords. I was so amazed about how responsible she was and how really thinking out of the box she have done for me. And that, simply put it, made me really like her a lot and make her my favorite superstar, because she's just the best. I still have her, I think, more than 3 or 4 years, I'm not sure anymore how long have I hired her for, but she's always with me. She's my team leader. I always appoint many tasks for her and she fulfills everything. So she is a superstar. This is a true superstar, someone who is responsible and of course productive. So when I first started hiring her, I had this e-commerce website, and I could only put like 5 to 10 products a day on that website. Meaning you put the product up and you put the listing, put the image and the price and all of the qualities of the product. And then I gave her the task, okay, fill as many products as you can. This is the list of products, please fill them. And what ended up happening was that she filled 50 products in the first day. I was amazed, like, how can she do that with the poor quality of internet in the Philippines and the poor speed? How come she was so productive in one day making 50 products. Now, I should mention that the day before she was preparing the images, so one day it took her to upload them, but still, for me, even with pictures already ready for me, I could only put 5 to 10 products a day. And after that, I saw how productive she is and how not productive I am, and how I should be just the business leader and she should be the one who is doing stuff. I'm always appointing new tasks for her because I know that she will do it, and I know I can count on her. And this is the part of the superstar that you really need to think about. You need to find someone that you can trust. Find someone that can really have all of these traits and even more. So this is why you need a superstar. Now let's talk about recommended sites for those employees. How do you find them? These are the most recommended sites that I found that are useful for me. And I'll show you them one by one. So onlinejobs.ph, that's a website that actually costs you money. I'm not sure how much does it go for these days, but I think last I paid was $90 for like 3 months. And I don't know if I will renew it because I found the people that I needed, but I'll show you my example. Now, manila.craigslist.org, this is Craigslist, so of course it's free, and I'll show you how to use that. And the other ones, Elance, Freelancer, and Odesk. Now, those ones are websites that give you to hire someone for a specific project, so the price might vary. Like, you could find people in onlinejobs.ph for like a flat rate of $200 a month or $150 a month. And you can find people in Manila and just tell them what you want to pay for them. But in Elance, you will actually have to hire them per project. So what you do, Elance, Freelancer, and Odesk, what you do is you go and you set a requirement for the project. Let's say you want to design this mobile app. And then you set the budget. And after that, what you end up doing is hiring, like, I'm not sure if it's only one employee. I think sometimes it's a whole company because I have a few people talking to me. Now, I don't recommend doing it so much. I mean, you can find good employees there and then you can hire them separately. What I found is that on those websites, on the freelancing websites, Elance and Odesk and stuff, what happens is that they are trying to get you to pay them per project, which means they set a time, maybe they can finish it in 5 days, and then they will get their money. Now, I don't like that kind of job. This sounds to me like mini hiring, so I can find someone like that on Fiverr.com. So I don't really use those websites anymore as much. The last I used them was to develop a special software I needed specially tailored to me, and I paid per the project because I believe that's the price I should pay for the project. But actually, finding employees there is harder, but you can. That's why I wanted you to know about those websites. But for now, let's focus on the top two, the online jobs and the Manila Craigslist.